welcome. Today guys, I'm gonna be making for you a baked cheesecake, and it's gonna be a cherry cheesecake. And you don't have to make this cherry, you can make it whatever type of filling that you like. You can use blueberries, blackberries, whatever you prefer. So I'm actually gonna be using a 10-inch graham cracker crust, and I choose to use this because it's easier rather than you have to make your own. But if you want to make your own crust, and you can use a spring foam pan for this. So I'm going to set the crust aside. So I have here eggs, and you want your ingredients to be at room temperature so that it will be able to bake better. Sugar, cream cheese, flour, vanilla essence or extract, and some heavy whipping cream. Now you will find the complete list of ingredients with the measurements down below in the description box. So let's get started on putting this together. I already have my oven preheating at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put the cream cheese into the mixing bowl together with the sugar. And you're going to beat this on low until it's smooth and creamy. You do not want to beat this on high because you don't want to create air in the cheesecake. Now while this is mixing, you would want to come in and scrape down your bowl just to make sure that the sugar is properly incorporated. Okay, now I'm going to put in the flour under that mixing. Okay, once the flour has been mixed in, add in the eggs, one at a time. Okay, once the eggs have been mixed in, add in your vanilla extract or essence and your heavy whipping cream. And allow that to mix in. Okay, once that has been mixed in, scrape down your paddle and also scrape down the bowl just to make sure that even at the bottom of the bowl, everything has been properly incorporated. Okay, next you're going to pour your batter into your crust. Okay, now the cheesecake goes into the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. When it's done and it's set, the center will still be a little bit wobbly. Okay, the cheesecake just came out of the oven and it's very, very hot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to cool down, and we're going to move on to making the whipped cream topping for this. Okay, now to make the whipped cream frosting part for the cheesecake. And here I have some heavy whipping cream, which is very cold, some water, some gelatin, some icing sugar, and some hot water. So you're going to start by taking the gelatin and sprinkling it over the room temperature water. Just use a whisk to help it. You want it to absorb that water, and you want that gelatin to soften up. Okay, once it has done that, you're going to add in the hot water to help dissolve the gelatin. Next, pour your heavy whipping cream into your mixing bowl. And you're going to beat this until it starts to form soft peaks. Okay, just as the cream starts to thicken up, so you see how it's starting to thicken up, add in your icing sugar and whip that in. Okay, once you've mixed the icing sugar in, you're going to add in that gelatin, and you're going to continue mixing on high. So now that the whipping cream has been stabilized, now you can use it to frost or ice your cakes. And I put how much icing sugar I wanted in here, but you can put how much you want. So I'm going to put this into a piping bag. So I'm just gonna wait for the cheesecake to cool down, and then we'll go ahead and pipe this onto the cake. You'll want to leave this in the refrigerator until then. Okay, now to finish the cheesecake, and I'm using a cherry pie filling. You can use whatever filling you like. And I'm just gonna place this in the center of the cheesecake and spread it out. I want to leave about a 1-inch border so that I can pipe my whipped cream. Now if you didn't want to pipe the entire cake, you can just like cut slices and pipe slices as you serve them, but I'm gonna go ahead and pipe the entire cake. And you see how that whipped cream is piping? That's because we stabilized it with that gelatin. Now if you didn't have gelatin but you had a pack of that vanilla instant pudding, you can also use that to stabilize the whipped cream, and you wouldn't have to mix it in any hot or tap water because that's an instant vanilla pudding. So you would just add it to the cream once it's thickened, and it will stabilize the cream for you. Okay, once you put that frosting on there, you need to put this in the refrigerator, and it would last for about 1 to 2 days. As I said, it's whipped cream and it's very perishable, although we stabilized it. So I'm going to cut into this, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So guys, can you see that creamy texture that this cheesecake has? It's so divine. You guys will love this one. I always say that you will love it, but I promise you, you will love it. You see that whipped cream icing or frosting? I would say this is the cherry on top of the cake, but that would be a pun because there are cherries on top of this cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. If you're new to my channel, I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!